Somebody I Used to Know is the trendy song of the week that a lot of students are learning. It's fairly easy, so I'm going to show you how to do it. There's 3 chords: D minor, C, and B flat. The B flat comes in at the chorus. Most of the time you're in a verse, which is D minor, C. Jogs back and forth between those 2 chords. To place a D minor down, put your first finger on the 1st fret of the 1st string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Here's your D minor. The C chord, place your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. C chord. Now, if you're a beginner and you have no experience strumming, the best thing to do is, it's 2 beats for each chord. Just strum a simple down, down, up for each chord. So through the verse it would be down, down, up, down, down, up. D minor, C, D minor, C. And the important thing here in basic rhythm is keeping your arm moving with a steady, continuous motion from the elbow. If you don't have any experience in strumming at all, or if you have some experience and you need some more work with it, I have a course on my website called the Complete Basic Rhythm Course for the Guitar, which will give you a lot of training in basic rhythm that's used throughout so many songs. There's basic chords in there too that are found in a lot of songs, and you would learn a lot in there and have a lot of experience that applies to songs like this. Now later on, the B flat comes into the chorus, and that's still 2 beats for each chord, so that would work like this. Down, down, this is D minor, C, B flat, back to C, D minor, C, B flat, C. That's how the chorus goes. D minor, C, B flat, C. Just 2 beats for each chord. Now you might have to take some extra time just to work in the changes, and I'll give you a couple tips about that B flat chord later. Now, you'll notice that when they play the song, or when you hear the song played, there's a little trick in that rhythm there. They're using a little bit of palm mute. Now, to get that palm mute technique, you take the karate chop part of your hand, and you want that to land right on the saddle here as you're picking through the string. I like to keep my arm moving because that motion gives you control over your tempo and your dynamics. So the thing to do is just place that karate chop right at the bridge, lay the pick on the string, and to get the basics of this technique, just gently lift your arm up and press through the 4th string for the D minor, and then strum through the D minor chord. Go to the C chord, repeat that process, pick through the 5th string, and then strum through for the C chord. That's 2 beats. Pick, strum, pick, strum. Now, they also use a staccato chop, which when you strum through the strings, you have to stop the strings really quick, and sometimes you can get a palm mute on the strings as well. The palm mute happens when the palm of the hand connects with the bridge at the same time the pick is moving through the strings. The palm of the hand has to be right on top of the saddle. You can't be here or can't be here. If you're here, strings are dead. Okay? So to make this picking work, it's just going to take a little extra time, but I would recommend get the basic rhythm down first. Don't get bogged down in all the little technical embellishments. You can always work up to that later on. In the Complete Basic Rhythm course, there's also tips and exercises to help you with chord changes and to make them faster. So it's a really good course to go through. Now let's take a look at that B flat chord. Take your 3rd finger and place it at the 3rd fret, right up against the fret covering strings 4, 3, and 2, and you need to flatten out across those strings. I'm keeping my thumb back behind the 1st fret so I can apply leverage into the 3rd fret. All right, then I take my 1st finger, just take the tip of your 1st finger and place it on the 1st fret of the 5th string. And then you're only going to strum through strings 5, 4, 3, 2. You don't have to keep any pressure on your 1st finger, only then that 1st fret of the 5th string, okay? And that's the B flat chord. Now, bar chords can be tough. No matter how long you've been playing, it takes time to develop the ability for bar chords and to make them sound clean. So if you're a beginner and you're having a hard time with bar chords, I would recommend using a smaller version of this B flat, a different voicing, which would be like this. Take your first finger and place it on the first fret of the first string, and then take your third finger, place it on the third fret of the third string, the fourth finger on the third fret of the second string, and then leave the fourth string open. Just strum through strings 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's not the chord that they're using, but it's going to get you by in the chorus if you just want to learn the basics of the song. So in the chorus, your chords would go like this. If you're going to use the simple B flat, D minor, C, B flat, C, D minor, C, B flat, C. Now you can see, changing from the C chord to B flat, take notice of this third finger and move in line with the fret to the third string. See, it's just hopping over the fourth string. Place the third finger and then the first and the fourth fingers. And it's an easier change and it makes the song a little more manageable. Don't get bogged down with the bar chords. Just get your motion, get the basic chord changes going, and then you'll eventually develop the ability for bar chords. Now, also in this song, there's a little melody. So if you want to learn that, I'll throw that in for free too. So start by placing your third finger on the 7th fret of the third string. Now the entire time we're going to be keeping the first finger at the 5th fret. This is called being in the 5th position. You can cover a 4 fret area without moving your hand all over the place. So place your third finger on the 7th fret of the third string, pick twice, down. Then put your 4th finger on the 8th fret of the second string. You pick twice, down. Now, the next 3 notes in the melody move on the first string, so put your first finger on the 5th fret of the first string. Then we're going to go to the 6th fret with the second finger, the 8th fret with the 4th finger, back to the first finger on the 5th fret. That goes like this. And you notice my pick, down, up. Just a nice easy swing over the strings. And then the 4th finger to the 8th fret of the second string. Then the rest of the melody finishes like this. Second finger on the 6th fret of the second string, pick twice. First finger on the 5th fret of the second string, pick twice. Third finger to the 7th fret of the third string, pick twice. And then the first finger finishes at the 5th fret on the third string. And putting it all together, it sounds like this. To that, just get the palm to make the connection at the saddle. Well, I hope that helped you, and I hope you have fun with that. Check out the complete basic rhythm course if you want to add a little extra work into your strumming and develop your strumming technique a little bit more. There's a lot in there for everybody to learn, so have fun with it.